Hello, in this video I want to tell you about the crime happening in northern Germany. You would say that Germany is just amazing. You just want to piss me off. I know that by now. You think that I'm German, that makes you jealous, which is completely right, because Germany is a socially stable country. You have all the rights in the world to be jealous because I'm German. I have many rights here in my country. And this is why you attack me, and when I criticize my country, you say that I'm completely wrong because you have not studied anything about Germany, and you don't even feel responsible for that, which is also very fine for you, but I can do it because I'm German. I'm allowed to say anything I want worldwide. So what is happening in Germany is a huge crime coming from Hamburg in northern Germany. The politicians in northern Germany are a huge mess, a psychological mess. It has a huge history why the Germans have become the way they are. First of all, the German men are very, very sexist towards women. This means that women were not allowed to say what, to get involved. Like, for example, in Finland, the politicians are female. In Germany, the politicians are male. And the women, of course, were supporting the man. They were dependent on the man. They were not allowed to criticize the man, otherwise he would flip. This is actually a sign that these men are and were narcissists, because otherwise they would just appreciate and accept the knowledge of women also, and have respect and love for the feminine side. But the German men do not have that. You would even say that most of the German men are gay, and this is completely true. They would prefer to be alone with other men than to be with women and to exchange the women, the female knowledge with the male knowledge. But what happens in a world where gay men rule, you see that in Italy with the fashion. It's a complete mess, you know. Nobody wears this stuff, you know what I mean? It's just there for decoration. It wastes so much energy and time and resources. This is what happens when gay men exist in this world. They are not natural human beings. They are, of course, they have a lot of strength and power that teaches us a lot, but it's not, for this planet Earth, it is not advisable and not recommendable. I think the gay men probably want to show us that other worlds exist and that we can all go to an alien place, and they are completely right in some ways that the Earth is parasitical because it is inhabited by animals mainly, not by humans. So we could question if the Earth is made for animals and for plants and not for us. This would make sense, yes. And that we are all aliens, that the human species is actually alien. So the gay population is not completely wrong, but on this planet Earth it is not helpful at all. You know, so basically the narcissists, the politicians in Hamburg, are very, very against women, against the feminine, against Earth, against the feminine is not only Earth, but the universe, the stars, everything. So the narcissists in Germany, in Hamburg, the politicians, they are completely against the nature. They basically do not give a fuck. They want to feed their energy off nature. They would always be for fracking or doing shit, harm to nature, to women. They just exploit the energy of a female and then throw her away, for example. This is typical discarding narcissistic traits in a big mentally ill style. So what is happening in northern Germany, in my hometown Cuxhaven, is that in the Northern Sea they do not frack the Northern Sea, yet you would suggest, or you would say, yes, they do frack the Northern Sea side, because they're digging holes into the Northern Sea, so they might find some gas or some other things which they could frack in the future, but at the same time they're using this digging for the container ships, for heavier and bigger container ships to float through the water of the seaside and to transport all of the stuff to the gays, actually, because women don't need so much clothes, but designers do and shit like that. I'm just joking. But what do the container ships transport? Drugs, maybe, illegal, or food, or computers, or like clothes and stuff like that, yeah? So, and the container ships become bigger and bigger and bigger. They need more space underneath the water. This is why the Hamburg politicians are digging huge holes into the ground of the northern seaside. This affects Holland also and Denmark. Holland and Denmark also, and the whole seaside is completely destroyed. The fish were dying out and the seashells are all over the place. The whole nature is changing. Sometimes you find like toxic stuff in the seaside. You cannot bathe in it anymore. It's dark, dirty, stinking. And you even have like these cute, what are they called, sea bears. That will be the next question. Where can they live if everything is dying out? At the moment they seem to be still okay, I hope. I don't think so, because they are slowly dying out, but they do have a lot of babies, had a lot of babies last year. I read that, but which is really, really cute. But so there is an industry for these sea bears, because the tourists get transported via ship to these places where the sea bears are living, are staying, and stuff like that. So the tourists are looking at these sea bears. So there is an industry, money is coming in for that. This is probably why they do not want to destroy the sea bears fully. But you cannot watch the fish because the seaside was dark. You know, humans are Neanderthals. They always kept saying, yeah, but in the Northern Sea you don't even see the fish. For like 10,000 years they were saying that. And if you complain and complain and complain all the time, then of course something happens with your complaints and everything is dying out, you know. If you're negative, negative, negative all the time. And this place where I'm staying, where I'm living, where I'm from, Cuxhaven, is actually a healing place. She is a healer, you know. People come here who have lung problems, who have like asthma and stuff like that, and they're breathing in the Northern Sea energy and air that is healing them. Yet they start to complain when they see the seaside, because of course we are not in the Caribbean. We have like a dark skin, I won't say a dark ground, and the water gets dark through that reflection. Yeah, but now that the narcissists have been abusing this kind of trait of the Northern Sea, that it's dark, and they are digging holes so everything becomes dark and dark. But people think, well, it has been always like that. Nothing has changed. Yes, of course, the fish have died out completely, and you don't have the fish as you had before. It's devastating. It's very, very sad to watch. And even the birds, like the seagulls or whatever, they do not have like food. They need fish to feed. You can see that the seagulls and the birds are getting really aggressive in the air because they cannot find much food anymore. Sometimes they even attack other animals to, they become cannibalistic and stuff like that, you know. So the birds, you can really watch the birds, and they are becoming cannibalistic. They're even attacking humans. At one point also, they would attack a human. So I'm very prophetic. I saw that like 15 years ago, that the birds are actually like in the Psycho movie, or like 20, 30 years ago. I saw that the birds, same as in the Psycho movie, you remember that? They are attacking the humans to get some food, which is also a prophetic movie. So please, if you know anything, anybody from Greenpeace, or a good lawyer, if you're from America, if you're from England, because in Germany you cannot find warriors, you cannot find good lawyers. I tried to find a good lawyer, and my community and my country and also my city, my town, they had tried a lot to actually find a good lawyer, and they even charged against these narcissists in Hamburg. They wanted to stop this Elbertiefung, it's called, this digging in the holes of the Northern Sea countryside. They tried to find some good lawyers, and they could not go through it. The judges said, no, there is no reason to judge this. Yeah, this is actually happening in many cases. If you get raped, you don't get through it. You don't receive any money, like in America, for example, if you get touched or raped by a man or whatever. Yeah, so there are not a lot of warriors in Germany. They are lame, they are wimps, they are evil people teaming up with the evil people, and they just do as they willed, kind of thing. This is really devastating, and I'm warning the world that this is not only affecting Germany, it will affect other countries, and of course this will have a huge echo to other human beings. So please find a good lawyer from America, for example, a very, very strong, powerful, yet distant lawyer who lives in America, who is in a safe place regarding the Germans, who has enough money, enough space, enough capacities, and enough strength to fight against these evil bastards in Hamburg, these narcissists that are destroying nature now. Please help. Thank you.